Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. Happy birthday, April 6th, Aries. And I almost said Pisces, so maybe you have Pisces as your rising or your moon sign. You might want to check that out. Also, if you are guided to this message, there may be something here for you, but I am doing a general reading for all of those who were born on April 6th, okay? And there are approximately 367,000 babies born every day. That's that many. That's the amount of people that you share your birthday with. Isn't that phenomenal? Have you ever met anyone? Share below if you've ever met anyone else that shares the same birthday as you. This is very fascinating to me. Also, the number 367,000 reduces to the number 9, which is this year's number, 2025. Although this is a timeless reading because every year you will celebrate your birthday, right? So every year there's an opportunity for you to gain a message or understanding or guidance. You may be not there, excuse me, at this time you may not perhaps be on that level of what we're going to discuss today, but perhaps next year if you watch this reading, you're going to understand completely and it's all going to make sense. Whereas this year you may be able to find bits and pieces that help you to the puzzle with the puzzle piece, and then next year everything just might be wow. However, at the same time, for some of you, because again there's 367,000 of you at least, there may be, and that's just who were born on this day. However, again, if you have Aries in your rising or your moon, then this message, there could be a message here for you. So if you're guided and you're feeling it, then please stick around and stay. I do also daily readings and I was actually debating on about doing this, and now I'm guided to do this. So I will pull an angel number card for you specifically today. However, I do short videos of these every day. They're less than 3 minutes long, and it's just a pulling of an angel number. And this is a number that you could be seeing frequently. Maybe you haven't really paid attention to numbers much, but you've been wanting some guidance. This is a message for you to start paying attention to numbers more on receipts, on license plates, signs, clocks, excuse me, timestamps if you're recording a video and how long it lasts. There's all sorts of ways that spirit and angel guides, ancestors have been before us, maybe lost loved ones that you've recently lost, that they try to reach us and send us messages. Numbers are another way as well. Okay, it's a higher realm. That's why we have these constellations on the back of this card. It's because they're messages. It's a way of communicating to us. And that's the way that it works, right? They drop little nuggets for us. Aries, you could be very enlightened and in tune. You are a leader. You have that emperor energy, that ram of a go-getter, competitiveness. You're very blunt about how you feel, and you're very direct. So you speak. That's what makes you a good leader, is because you speak at the level of this is the way that it's going to be, and these are the reasons why. And you kind of like, well, you don't take any BS, right? You are our first zodiac. You are the very beginning of the zodiac chart. You were ruled by Mars. Mars is a planet of masculine energy. That's that emperor leadership within you, right? And it's also about sexuality. So it makes sense that if you're feeling sensations of working with your private area, which is your root chakra, your sacral plexus, or your solar plexus, your lower three energies, it makes sense now as to why that all of this is being guided to you. In most of my readings that I do daily, that's what comes up. Occasionally the crown will slip in. Sometimes the other upper chakras will slip in too. But the main chakras that are always a focal point at this time, and it's interesting, it happened right around Aries season. So Aries, you are asked to really focus on balancing. Is your root chakra balanced? Is your sacral plexus balanced? Is your solar plexus balanced? Do you know what those mean? You know, that could be another reason you're guided here to learn this. But let's go. So what will happen with this reading is I will blow this candle out at the end of the reading, for you on behalf of you. If you'd like to go ahead and start manifesting or thinking of what dream or wish that you would like to come true, please do so now. An interesting fact, and we may get some answers about this during the reading, but I lit this candle second. So this was the candle I was going to first start with. And it was going out before I started the reading. So I thought, okay, we'll leave it here in case it wants to really remain, because sometimes these candles, I mean, they have a mind of their own, really. They do what they want to do when they want to do it. So I lit this one on second, and what I initially was going to start with was that we have a candle of purity, light, pure light here for you, lit on behalf for your birthday. So, and also I saw ash. So who is letting go of some things right now? Are you analyzing it is your trip around the sun. So are you analyzing how you want to live this year because you're reflecting on your past birthday, maybe perhaps a year or even up to 5 or 10 years? You're just looking at how you've lived your life and now gaining a deeper understanding of how you want it to be. I'm being drawn to this abalone shell. Someone is wearing an abalone shell necklace. Please share in the comments below if that is you. Abalone shell is great for protection. So two things that, before we draw the cards here, two stones that came up, which this stone came up first, okay? This is a picture jasper, and it's really good for grounding. There are many other properties that it offers for healing and benefits. I'm really going to go in what the message was just for you that I received. And this picture jasper always makes me think of an alligator or a crocodile. Do you see that? It's like a crocodile or alligator face. It's like, here's the eye up here, and then like that sly smile and the alligator crocodile skin there. And so one thing that we know about alligators and crocodiles is that they live in the depths of the water, and they're patient. They have they offer a cooling off period. So water is coming up again for you. Again, that Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, do you have that in your rising or your moon? Check your chart and see, because there is definitely some sort of connection with you with water today. Now, we are in spring season, and that brings a lot of showers. We've had here in the region where I'm at, in the Mid-East, we have had a ton of rain, storms. We have flash floods, tornado warnings, and for the next few days, we're going to have freezing warnings. So a lot of it sounds chaotic for weather. At the same time, it's a normal process of what we experience in our Kentuckiana region. So, but there's something about you having a cooling off period. Your energy, if your energy is low right now, especially if your energy is low right now, it's time for you to go within, more of like a hermit mode, to just regain your power, to amp up your energy level. It's like I'm getting a battery, like a battery icon on a phone, and it's like the energy is at the red mark of where you're almost out of juice, and it's time for you to plug yourself back into your inside self, your inner child, your inner source of wisdom and gut feeling, and to get enlightened more so that you can come back out and be refreshed. So that's the first stone. The second stone is obsidian. This one made perfect sense with the light going out, the purity of this peaceful white light going out, and the orange coming in, or the red. This is a Reiki charged candle, and on it stands for peace. And the words that are written on this is, let the inspirational energy surround you, flow with you, and consume you. If you have a black obsidian, stone at home, I recommend that you do work with that today. Maybe do a meditation with it, put it in your pocket if it's possible, if it's not too large. Place it around your home somewhere. This black obsidian is not only great for grounding, but it offers a lot of benefits. And I'm going to just point out a few from the book, my Crystal Bible book right here. I'm going to put, in case you want to get that book, I'm going to point out a few offers that black obsidian has for you. And it forces you to face up to your true self. So the reason I said this made sense is like this light went out. So this is like your shadow and this is your light. And it's all about balancing both. And this black obsidian can really help you to do that. It brings your imbalances and your shadow qualities to the surface for release. So it does magnify all your negative energies so that you can fully experience them and then release them. Because it's not until we really allow that pain, that feeling, that sensation of whether it's screaming, crying, both, breathing heavily, shaking our body, whatever it is that we need to do, you got to allow yourself to do that. It's okay. It doesn't mean you're a crazy person. You It also helps you release that mindset that is conditioned. It has this right here. It says if you hold this briefly above your third eye, it will break through mental barriers and will dissolve any mental conditioning that you may have. Excuse me. And if it's used with care, it can draw together scattered energy and promote emotional release. So it offers clarity. You do have to make sure that you understand how to use this. You got to be able to understand your energy to a degree, okay? So the black obsidian, it will magnify, excuse me, the healing will even go back into past lives and work with your ancestral and family line. So if you've been doing that already, add some black obsidian into the space that you're working with within yourself, when you're meditating, when you're going in to cleanse out some ancestral karma, ancestral wounds. This can include witch wounds. This can include all kinds of ancestral karma that you may be working through right now to release and let go of, because it really isn't yours. It's just something that's carried over from a past life that you're reliving over and over again. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and move on. Let's start your angel number card and see what we get for this. I was guided to use the fairy deck for you today for tarot. Do you can you tell me why? Share with me why. I'm sure Spirit has the answer for us and maybe we'll provide. But who likes fairies out there? Do you feel like a fairy? Do you feel like at one point you were a fairy? For your angel number, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are on the right track. You're keeping moving forward. This gives me a momentum of one foot in front of the other, kind of like maybe you are in the shadow aspects and you really need this black obsidian to help you and the picture jasper to come up out of that. Now, I do have some other rocks and crystals here with us. There's always a quartz crystal that can help in cleansing and in impurities. I'm also using a scepter here. And then we have our infamous purple amethyst, which is also always wonderful to have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you been seeing this number a lot? Maybe you've been seeing 1, 2, 3, or you've been seeing 2, 3, 4, or 34, or 12. Just allow yourself to be unlimited. That was someone needed to hear that. Someone needed to hear it because they're limiting themselves on, well, I'm not seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm over this. Let's go move on. But you needed to hear the message that maybe you've been seeing 12, or maybe you've been seeing 34, maybe you've been seeing 23 a lot. There's all kinds of ways. There's all kinds of ways that this can work out. Pay attention to numbers, and if you're seeing them in sequence, this could also be even if you're seeing like 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5, or 5, 6, 7. Like this works in all the other ways. So if you're seeing numbers in certain specific ways that are in a pattern, then this is out telling you there's good luck coming. Good luck. How does that feel? That feels good, doesn't it? This is a wonderful message for you to get on your birthday. Happy birthday. What would be even more interesting is if I draw the same card for the angel number of the day. That's to come soon after this reading, but it hasn't happened yet, but it will be interesting to see. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. Okay? Everything will fall to pieces. So, how can you translate that? That can translate into many ways, right? Most of the time we think of stuff falling to pieces. That doesn't really sound good, does it? But I'm feeling and picking up a tower energy. I also, the spirit that is with you is actually, I feel a presence here with me now. And this is like a higher being that I'm feeling, not even defined as a feminine or masculine, but as maybe perhaps an ascended master. Okay, and we have the keywords spirit guides, progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. Okay, so I'm being guided to share with you to write in your journal each one of these keywords and define them. How do you define spirit guides? How do you define processes? How do you define conditioning? What do rules mean to you? And allow yourself to feel any energy that comes up, okay? Also, blue is your color today. Wear the color blue somewhere, whether it's a necklace. This is from your birthday spirit cupcake here. This is from Spirit. This was a gift from Spirit. And all right, let's get right into it. We have 2 that fell out already. You want to come out? Okay. All right, let's see. Here's what we got. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. This could show that you are working hard on yourself and maybe shifting. Maybe not necessarily work is the proper term that fits your vocabulary, because work could be, if it work isn't a negative connotation, is what I'm being, what I'm trying to communicate here, is that work is how you spend your time. How you spend your time and when you feel like you're being productive. So that could be a hobby. It could be definitely a spiritual transformation, which is what I'm getting from this card. It is the seven of Pentacles. Detox is necessary. Who's listening to some vinyl records right now? Or perhaps is a musician. I'm feeling the Magician card at this time, because somebody knows that they have all the tools and resources they need in order to gain clarity or insight or and accomplish a goal that they're out to seek and receive. They have all the tools. They know they have all the tools, but you haven't made that step yet to move forward. Who is this? Look into yourself. Do not speak. Have silence. You're being asked to look into yourself of how you define work, how you defined productiveness. Sevens are spiritual numbers. What does the number 7 mean to you? This is a very earthy card. This could also suggest that you're working with you're working on scrying. You're working with scrying. I know that's something that I am doing lately, and I do have some scrying videos, and I do offer tips. If you are a beginner scryer, I highly recommend you check them out. Now I'm seeing a flower, loaded, the flower of life. You hold the flower of life with you. And although this is a very earthy card, part of the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, maybe you have that in your chart. Figure out where those are in your chart. This also, you have these flaming wings that shows passion, which is your fire, because the Aries, you are a fire. So this is something that you're working on, that you're very passionate about and grounded in. Oh, that's exciting. Do tell, share with us. This is all the work you've completed so far. Are you making records? Are you making music? Making music like sound healing, because you're not using your voice. Whatever this is that you're working on, it's something, and somebody who has, someone is doing this, and it's different for them because they've always, like maybe they were a singer before. Maybe you were a singer before, or you've always used your voice to communicate, but now you're learning to communicate without your voice. That's the message I have for this card here. So then we go into the Two of Pentacles. And this shows a unity. This also looks as though, yeah, you're working here. And this wheat, these fields, they're in the same. They're both in here. And so your solar plexus chakra. Oh yeah, these colors in this, the colors all here are your lower chakras and your heart with the green. But as far as the discs go, they're all like red, orange, and green are the colors of your lower chakras. And this is very, so work is very important to you. This makes sense. So you, as a leader, this is something you're doing to lead. So it's something new that you're implementing at in your job, in your career. And these could represent the 6 people that are working with you to manifest this. And here you go from this to the Two of Pentacles. And this is telling me that you went from working in a group setting to make this, to reach this goal, to produce, to have a production of something complete, like sound healing. Maybe you're gathering some other coaches that help with sound, that work with sound and music, and you could be the one that works with the light board and the soundboard and works with all of that, but you don't need to speak to do it, like behind the scenes. Something about being behind the scenes there. And this Two of Pentacles is, I'm getting a huge feeling sensation of going from a group setting to you and your inner self. There's some of you has decided to, maybe, I don't know if you got laid off, if you took a leave of absence, if you've decided that, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take a break right now. I can do this with my job. And what do they call it? Hiatus, like just taking some time off of work. And you're really interested in getting connected to yourself more. And I felt the hermit energy almost all day. Almost all day. It's not even been really long of a day yet. So it's really still early. But I mean, in my scrying session earlier, the hermit was coming up too. So this is like, see how you're wheelbarrowing some greens. You have a garden, and it's just you out here with earth, and you're connecting on this deeper level with the Divine Mother and with Father Sky, which resembles the ocean right here. even though this is a pentacle and not a cup card, I definitely felt the ocean in the sky. And this is again bringing up that unlimited vision, unlimited. Remember when I said it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be 2, 3, 4. It can be 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6. It's important that we listen beyond. And maybe this is why you've decided to listen instead of, you want to be on the other side of the leadership role. You want to be one of these guys for once, and maybe you're playing that role. Like, okay, we're gonna practice being in each other's shoes, and this is gonna be good team building work, something of that nature. But you don't really want to speak here. Your work speaks for you. Your work speaks for you. Yes. And here, this is now that this is complete, because this might have been a big project for you and taken a lot of time, effort, energy, and now it's time for you to build your energy back up. So it's time for you to go within and wait and recharge your batteries and recharge yourself. And what you're doing is you're doing this, even though this looks like physical work, this is also healing energy work within your body and aligning your chakras, aligning the energy within you, releasing stagnation, and also getting you closer to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angel that's been with you this whole time, your spirit animal that's been with you this whole time. Those are the two entities that are with you throughout your entire time on planet Earth. They are the two that stay with you the entire time. Other spirit guides can come and go, and they may be mentors that you've looked up to your whole life that are passed on. You know, it could be musicians, like if you loved Prince, you know, in your first meditation, you could see Prince as a guidance because that's someone that you looked up to, maybe wanted to be like them. And maybe that's what happened for you. So that's just an example as far as the mentors go. It's normal for in a meditation or in a state of opening up that you do receive messages from those that are no longer here. But this is you and Source connecting. You're still working, but it's a different form of work. This is working in a group setting with a community, and this is you're working with you on yourself. And you're looking here at where you were. So at this time, you're able to know and remember all of this work that you've done and have this sense of pride, have this sense of like accomplishment. And here you feel someone is starting to feel right now how much more you feel accomplished in this setting versus this setting. And it's not in a comparison to right or wrong either. It's a comparison to help you understand this is spirit working through you. This is the guidance of your inner wisdom, your intuition, your enlightenment. You're being enlightened here. And then you have this beautiful sun card. Look at this. The number 19 could be significant for you. Maybe perhaps in 19 days, something significant will happen. We have that 9 again, you know, the 9 comes up. 999 is all relative right now. It's 9 for the birthdays being reduced, 367. 2025 is the year number 9. And also just in my recent reading, there was an energy about the moon. And the moon, I received in a scrying session something about the moon, and I saw 3 moons. So I looked up how many moons there were, and there's 891 moons. Guess what that number reduces to? You got it, the number 9. Nines give us this feeling of, are we ever going to get through with something? And this, that's that replenishing your power. And this sun energy is absolutely wonderful. This is where you're headed, or maybe perhaps you're in the sun energy now. If you're in the sun energy now, share that below and let me know. Share that with us. It's a beautiful experience, and it's beautiful to have. The sun is embracing your masculine power that you do already hold anyway, Aries, because you are from Mars. You know, you're ruled by Mars. Mars is your ruling planet. And you also, as being an Aries, that is a trait that you carry, a leadership, powerful role in your life. And we need you in this on this planet. That's why you exist. You have a life purpose, and part of your life purpose is to lead, is to be direct and blunt. Impatient is something for you to recognize about yourself. And maybe you realize that in this setting, and you're going within to work through that. Acknowledge and accept that you're impatient. That's the first step. And then allow the feelings to happen, and be able to start to work toward how, if you don't want to be impatient anymore, work toward what steps you need in order to stop being impatient, and to have more patience in your life. You know, again, the obsidian is coming up. Going within is coming up. Connecting with Mother Earth is coming up. Those are all ways that you can do that. Okay? The sun, plant some sunflowers this year, or go to a sunflower field. Even if you buy one pack, you can buy a pack of sunflower seeds for 99 cents. Scatter them in your yard and be done with it. Okay? I mean, if you have a lot of wildlife around your yard and it's not fenced in, then you probably they may get eaten, because not only do humans eat sunflower seeds, but yes, many wildlife do too. So, you know, you want to kind of take time. They do need to be kind of put in the ground. You can't really scatter them much. If you leave them on top of the ground, they're probably going to get ate, and they won't really come to fruition. So they do need to be like 2 inches, an inch or two under the ground. So not a lot of work, but a little bit. And you can do it. You got this here. You're already planting seeds. Um, so the sun is very happy and pleased to see you here in the field of sunflowers. And it helps with cleansing and clearing out your root chakra as well, your root and your sacral and your solar, because the sun offers the creativity. It offers, if you've had a creative block, and that's why you're on this solo journey now, like a writer's block, an artist block, a block of some kind, of where you're like, well, I used to be wonderful and able to do this, but now I'm struggling, then this is also another energy that's coming in for you. That's the message that I have for you. The sun is very powerful. It offers an enlightenment of having the childlike mentality of being free, of being set free from what was. You know, maybe this is free from patience for you. If this resonates, any and all, please share in the comments below. And it is time for you to gather your wish together. I'm going to blow out this Reiki charged candle, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and wishes rise too. Have a beautiful cosmic day and tonight, meow.